Hey Jimmy, how are you doing today?
I'm doing just fine.
Well, that's good, man. I want to try a little old Johnny Cash tune. You remember that one called Pense Prison? I hear that train a-coming and it's coming around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, 'cause I'm stuck in Pense Prison. Time keeps dragging on, and I hear that whistle blowing way down in San Antonio. When I was just a little boy, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. Well, I shot a man in the middle just to watch him die. Now I'm stuck in prison. I hang my head and cry. Yeah, that's good, Jimmy. Audience, I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Jim Pense. And Jimmy's been around here for several years now on this property. And I bought a property from Jimmy on the tail end of his land on the north end. And we've been neighbors now for probably about 15 years, I guess.
At least
Has it been at least probably?
It don't seem that long. But
No, it doesn't.
But
Wasn't that long ago we were up to the bank and
yeah.
closing on the mortgage, were we? Well, anyway, Jim has built many guitars over the last, how long do you think you've been at it, Jim?
At least 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a long
Maybe
time.
more. I
Maybe
don't
more.
remember.
Who wants to keep track, right? But this is a few of his guitars. He's made dozens, literally dozens of guitars. He's sold dozens of guitars. And he continues, what, a couple every winter maybe?
Usually in the wintertime I make either one or two, sometimes three.
Okay, yeah.
It depends on how they go.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes 2 years.
Right, right. Yeah, and he makes them out of different woods. A few years ago, I said, Jimmy, you've never made an arch top? And he says, well, maybe I'll have to do it one of these days. So I kept pestering him, and finally, he made 2 arch tops. I bought one from him, and he's got another one here.
Yeah, I just made 2. It takes a long time.
Yeah, these took a long time because he has to carve the top.
Yeah, you start with a 1-inch peak, 1 inch thick.
Right.
And then you carve the arch, and then you take the inside of it out.
Right.
And it takes a long time.
So if you can imagine this spruce top, turn it over, and it was 1 inch thick to start with. Well, now it's like down to 1/4 inch, so there's a lot of carving in those. I can talk about it, but I can't do it. Jimmy actually does the job. Now here he used some local black walnut,
Yeah.
which is beautiful wood, and here he puts a stripe of lighter wood in there. Is that like sycamore or maple or
Yeah,
something?
most of them made out of mahogany or redwood.
Mahogany or redwood.
Yeah.
And a nice light fingerboard on, I think that was persimmon, wasn't it? No?
I don't think that's, I think that's cheetah wood.
Okay, cheetah
That's
wood.
not persimmon, that one isn't.
Okay, so these woods, they're really, once you get them in place,
And the veneer is cypress,
cypress, burled cypress.
on that one.
Yeah,
Whatever I can find, pick up a piece in the floor and
yeah,
finish it.
yeah. Sometimes he takes the wood that he's cut out of a sawmill, lets it air dry for a few years, and uses that for sides and back. Other times he'll order even a top once in a while.
On the acoustics, I usually buy a good spruce top.
Yes,
Because you can't find it local.
you're right.
Yeah. And it's important to have a good spruce top, or redwood.
And the redwood, for a while you're buying out of the local
Yeah, I
city
can get the
lumber.
redwood
Yeah.
at a local lumber yard.
Sure.
There's one there in Federal that got select redwood.
Select redwood.
And they let me go through the top.
Yeah, so there you're talking about, he's just dealing with a dimensional piece of lumber, aren't you? Like
Yeah.
2 by 6 or whatever it is, and then
If it's a good piece, I'll buy the whole board.
Right.
And then sometimes I'll use it for braces, redwood for braces.
Okay.
I kind of like it better than I do spruce.
Okay. So redwood is a nice substitute for spruce for bracing inside your guitars.
Yeah, a lot of guitar makers are using the redwood.
Yeah.
Taylor uses it.
Taylor uses it a lot now. Yeah. And so Jimmy's, he knows quite a bit about other brands of guitars too, and every once in a while he'll pick up an old guitar. In fact, I bought one from you here recently. Well, I think what I'll do now is I'm going to set my guitar down and find another one here. Here's one, and I'm pretty sure this is flame sycamore, but it could be maple.
Yeah, it's made out of hard maple.
Hard
Fine
maple.
maple.
Why don't you take this guitar and just show me the back of it, and what I'll do then is just take the video camera, zoom in on that.
You want the back?
Yeah. Okay, and I'll zoom into. Now folks, this is a beautiful flame. This is hard maple wood, and mercy, look at the flame. And he's got 2 pieces and then a strip through the back. So that's a very wide, are we talking 17-inch wide guitar here?
It's 17 inches wide.
And that's a different sort of guitar shape. Folks, if you looked at the other guitars like he was playing a few minutes ago, those are more of a...
The Martin style.
Yeah.
The Dragnet.
Dreadnoughts, yeah. But these here...
This is the old style.
Okay, yeah. That's...
Yeah, see, it's made like the Martin. You just reach up there and unhook the strings.
Okay.
Did you make it?
Yep.
And probably not intended.
Yeah. But this is more of a conventional Martin shaped body.
That's what most guitars are shaped like.
Yes.
I like the Martin.
Exactly.
But I don't like that as good as I do this.
Yeah, he started making these, what, in the last
4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years?
After I made the hand carved art stop, I had the molds for the be on the side.
Oh, you used the same mold for that as you did
Because I
the...
did the art stop.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That explains it. And I think those
I
are...
had to make a new set of molds when I made that one, and
Right.
I liked the shape, and so I just quit making the old Martin style.
Okay.
I like these. Those are just barely 16 inches wide, but these are good 17.
Good 17, yeah. So anyway, I pushed Jimmy to make 2 of these. I bought one. You still got this one. These arch top guitars, or they call them jazz guitars, right? And as a result, he basically took this mold and started
Making the flat tops.
And isn't that more of a jumbo, what they call it?
It's a jumbo.
It is a jumbo style.
Mhm.
So I love that style. It's
I
beautiful.
do too. I like it better than the old style.
Let me set this guitar here for a moment. And I wanted to bring this up a little bit.
You
Yeah.
notice I didn't put dots on the side.
Yeah, rather than dots, he put like these blocks.
And I
more
like that.
rectangular.
I
I like it too.
because I can see it.
When you get older, you don't see as well. I can testify to that in having the larger position markers. And of course, he's got the big eyes for dots. I'm going to get a close-up with my zoom lens here.
You want the back or the front?
The front this time. And I'm going to zoom into that here. But look at those eye dots that he put in there. What is that called? Abalone shell or what? Abalone shell, or are they
Yeah, they're abalone.
abalone? Yeah. So, and then that headpiece is,
Yeah.
what is that again on the head?
Sometimes I use pearl, but I prefer the abalone.
Yeah. For the dots. And then how about the headpiece overlay?
This,
Yeah,
that's quarter sawn sycamore.
quarter sawn sycamore. And we're fans of sycamore. We've got tons of it growing right in our backyards here, don't we, Jimmy?
Yeah, we do. We've got some big, I'm gonna cut some of them if ever gets to point across the creek.
Yeah, right now it's too high. The water's too high. We've been having so
Yeah.
much rain.
And the road's washed out. I worked on it a little bit the other day, but still can't get across. I got that one big tree, it's gonna have some real nice wood in it.
yeah.
If the creek don't wash it away.
I believe that. JD, my son, my oldest boy, he cut a monster off of my land here, about a year and a half ago. It was what, over 4 foot through the middle.
More like 5.
More like 5. It was a monster, and he had several huge logs that he made into big slabs that he makes tables out of. But Jim's made a lot of guitars from that sycamore, besides and backs.
I just run out of seasoned quarter sawn sycamore. That's the reason I quit
Yeah.
using
Yeah, you ran out of
it.
it.
Now that one,
Why don't you hold this one? Now, Jim also makes electric guitars, as you can see here.
yeah, this one's made out of cottonwood,
Isn't that
flamed cottonwood, which is hard to come by.
what kind of cottonwood? Flame. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
it's
see the
flame.
flame on it. I'm going to get back here, and I've got more guitars in my hands than you can imagine here. Let me come in on that flame with the zoom. Look at that flame. And that's just the common, humble cottonwood that grows around eastern and western United States. And if you go out west, sometimes you might go for miles without seeing many trees, but you'll
Yeah.
see maybe a grove of cottonwoods down there near water, a pond or something.
Yeah, this one came from over around Elkins. A friend of mine gave me the log.
Elkins,
And the butt
Arkansas.
of it had the flame wood in it.
Now, Jimmy, is there any difference in your enjoyment for building electric or building acoustic, or?
There's not much difference. You don't have to be as finicky about the thickness of your top and back because you don't have much acoustic value on electric.
Good point. Good point. So actually the acoustics take a little more careful work, and particularly the arch top we
Yeah.
started with in the beginning here. Those really take a lot of work.
And that one there is made out of sassafras.
Oh man, I gotta show them this one here. This body, and the back is obvious sassafras, right?
It's all sassafras.
It's all sassafras, that body.
Except the pick guard is Bodark, and the fingerboard's Bodark.
Pick guard is Bodark. That's Osage orange, which the indigenous, yeah.
Fingerboard.
Is that Osage or
Yeah,
Bodark
that's
too?
Bodark, Osage orange, and
Yep.
and that's just one but near there.
Okay, I'm going to show you what sassafras looks like. Jim's bought a load of, or he got a load or
I
two
got a load of sassafras.
logs that you wouldn't believe how big they were, and this was a few short years back. I'm going to zoom in on that, but it is a gorgeous wood. You see the grain in that? That is sassafras. They used to make root beer out of the sassafras roots. There it is again. And it's just gorgeous. And let me see that fingerboard again. That fingerboard is made out of Bodark, right?
Yeah, Bodark or Osage orange.
Osage orange, and that's one of the hardest woods we find around here.
It's probably as hard as any wood you can find.
As any wood you can find. And for you that are in the science and Janka ratings of wood, it's about a 2700.
Persimmon would be awful close.
Persimmon is very close. So we got persimmon. We're blessed with persimmon and Bodark, and this is the Bodark. But this Osage orange wood is what the Native Americans around here used to make bow and arrows out
That's
of.
what they use
The
to
bow
make
itself.
bows, Yeah.
In fact, they said if you had a good maker that made a good Osage orange bow, it was worth a horse and a blanket.
Horse and a
A
blanket.
horse and a blanket in a trade. That's how valuable they were for bows.
Yeah, the Indians didn't care for money.
No, they wanted good equipment, and the only contender it's probably got in the world when it comes to top end bows is yew. You know, over in Europe they use a lot of yew. And but Osage orange is so hard; it's incredibly hard, and it's the hottest burning wood because they say that it's hot as coal.
It is,
Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
Right. When it burns for your fireplace in the winter. It also throws out massive sparks, so you don't usually put it in an open fire. And when you saw it with the chainsaw, it is bright yellow.
Yeah.
Just like the John Deere yellow on that cap, seriously. Yeah.
But it turns dark like the sassafras. The sassafras is light colored, but when it's exposed to the light, it gets darker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's true of a lot of woods.
A lot of wood.
Light goes to dark, and sometimes dark will go to light.
Yeah.
Light woods tend to get darker. And they call it patina on these guitars. If they've been around for a while, you look at the patina on them. It's
Now,
beautiful.
I had an acoustic out of sassafras, but a guy come by and offered me a bunch of money for it, and so he took it home with him.
Yeah, Jim is an excavator, I guess, and carpenter by trade.
Yeah.
And
Whatever it takes to make a living, moonshining or
oh, geez, now we're in trouble. I'll have to edit that. Well, anyway, Jim, it's been a pleasure being your neighbor. And,
that light colored one up there.
yeah,
Now it's made out of quarter sawn sycamore if you can get to it.
I can. Yeah.
I've got the neck for it somewhere, but
This is sycamore here, quarter sawn.
that's it. Yeah, that's quarter sawn
Holy
sycamore.
mackerel, this is beautiful.
The top spruce.
Yeah. I'll have you hold that in front of the camera. There you go. And that, let me zoom in on that body there. That's fantastic. This is probably the next best thing is to videotaping pretty women, right, Jimmy? I wouldn't know, but I'm guessing. Look at the grain on that.
Now you want to see you can see it. It's got better grain back here.
Oh, wow. Yes. It literally jumps out at you. It's like three-dimensional.
It does.
Yeah.
And it makes a good sounding guitar too.
Yeah.
Sycamore does.
Well, remember I said that Jim built two arch tops. Well, the first one, was the first one the one you sold me, the sycamore one?
The arch top is made out of sycamore.
That was the one I bought.
Yeah.
Sycamore. It is a very good tone wood,
And it's stable.
and it's a stable wood.
If it's quarter sawn.
If it's quarter sawn, yeah. That makes it more stable anyway, quarter
It
sawn.
doesn't warp or anything if it's quarter sawn.
Yeah. It's gorgeous. Let's get the side on that.
Okay.
The side is very nice too.
Mhm.
Got it? Okay. Isn't that some wild grain pattern? Look at it. And that's backyard grown pretty much. The sycamore you get.
Yeah, come out across the creek over here.
So what it means is he sawmills this wood himself. Yeah. Looks great, Jim. I'll put it back in place. Well, next time I hope to have my camera person, Courtney, with me. We can maybe film a little longer one, but I appreciate your assistance today.
The little miniature bass is in that case there.
In this case?
Yeah. No, the one under the guitar, up on the piano
Oh,
stool.
there. Okay.
Just
Yeah.
sitting back in the chair and then open it up.
Okay. Oh man, you know I saw this a long time ago. I forgot all about this guitar. What the heck? You got a Fender headstock on this one?
Yeah. Well, it was a little easier to
Yeah.
mount the 4 tuning keys on that type of
Wow.
headstock.
Let's let you hold this
You can
one.
put it over in the chair if you want to.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, them chairs work good for setting guitars. I know. Now, Jimmy, you built that
Yep.
from scratch, didn't you? Yeah.
It's just made out of birch.
Oh, you made it out of birch.
It's got a rosewood fingerboard.
Well, I'll be.
I bought the fingerboard. The fingerboard is the same scale as a short scale guitar.
Oh.
And I cut the sides off because it was too wide.
Oh,
At the
yeah.
time, I didn't have a deal to cut the fret slots, so I just bought it
Sure.
and
Well, my guess it's about a 22 inches.
22.
Yeah, 22 inch would be a short scale guitar. So folks, there's a short scale bass.
Yeah.
So why play a Fender bass that's a long scale, 34 inches, when you can you can play a little one like that, right?
Yeah, people that play the bass will know, most of them are way out here.
Exactly.
And for a small person, this works really
You know, that's a lot to it right there. A small frame person, that's a great guitar. Which reminds me, Kennedy just got a short scale like that guitar.
Oh, really?
I need you to do a little fix on it, but it's really neat. I mean, I've seen a lot of, people that are well-known, great guitar players playing 3/4 guitars and small, guitars. And that Taylor makes a little, what do they call it, Taylor? Baby Taylors and stuff. Well, folks, thanks for watching, and this is the first of a series of videos that Courtney wants to do. Just positive things in the world, that people that are positive and people that are doers, not just thinkers or talkers, but are actually doers. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.